Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad to have you here. So for today's tutorial, this is the fabric we'll be using and I'll be combining it with this. So that's what we'll be using to make this tutorial. But before we move over to the table, please, if you are here to subscribe, please click on subscribe button and also hit on the notification bell for you to be notified each time I make a new upload. And also do not forget to give me a thumbs up and share with your friends that might actually want to try this style out. So let's move over to the table. So as you can see, I've cut out the 2.5 inch. This is 2.5 inch. And 2.5 inch is a total of 90 inches. So what I'm going to do is to divide it into two. One will be 43 inches and the other will be 47 inches. And the difference of 4 inch, that's 2 inch on both sides. That's for the overlapping. That's for the overlapping. So that's what I'll do. 2.5 inch. So I will go ahead and cut out, divide it into two. One will be 43 inches and one will be 47 inches. As you can see, I folded the fabric. This is the back panel. This is the back panel, and this is the front panel. This is the front panel. You can see the front panel is wider than the back panel with just 2 inches. With just 2 inches, and this is because of the overlapping. So that's it. And then this is the length, depending on how you want yours to be. If you want it to be longer or shorter, it all depends. So this is the length of the dress. The length of what I folded, it's 45. It's 45. Both of them, the front panel and the back panel, the length will be same. Go ahead and take my neck measurement. That's the neckline. So the neckline, I'll be using it, the wideness is going to be 3. It's going to be 3. So I'm going to mark 3 here. Note that I'm starting here. I'm not starting here because this is just for the overlapping. I'm starting here. So I'm going to mark 3. And then the depth of the neck. For the back, it's going to be 1 inch. It's going to be 1 inch. And then for the front, it's going to be 3 inch. 3 inch. So go ahead and connect. Then for the shoulder, I'm going to come down by 2 inch. I'm going to come down by 2 inch. Then I'll use my ruler to connect. So I've connected it. So the next thing is to go ahead and cut. And when cutting the neckline, make sure you cut for the back first. Then you can open it and cut for the front. Don't forget. take out the back panel and then separate the front panel into two. So as you can see, I've finished cutting it. This is the back panel and this is the front panel. So what I'll do is to go and sew the two sides, the side. So I'm going to hem the side, both the front and the back, and also the end, the down part. I'm also going to hem it. And then for the front panel, you know, this is the front panel, and this then the extra 2 inches I left for overlapping. If you can remember, when I was cutting, I explained that I'm also going to fold it. I'll just fold it a little and then sew. So that's what I'll do. So let me go to the sewing machine and sew them. You can see I finished hemming the side. I finished hemming the side. This is the back panel. You can see it. I finished hemming it, the two sides, and the end. You can see it. I hope you can see it clearly. So this is the back panel. I'll keep it aside. And then this is the front panel. I also hem the sides. You can see it. I also hem the sides, the down parts, and then the overlap where I'll be fixing my where I'll be fixing the button. You can see it. So that's that. So the next thing now is I'm going to keep it. Let me arrange it. I hope you can see it clearly. The next thing I'll do is to place this fabric that I cut out. I'm going to place it, and you know, this is the fabric I used, and you know, it's somehow it's not that strong. It's somehow it's not a strong material. You see, it's just, you can see it. So I had to use gum stay to gum it. As you can see, that was what I used to gum it. So it's okay like this now. You see it. So that was what I did. I used this gum stay to gum it. So also this one. That's it. And then for the lines I used, let me see. It was, I used 11 and a half. The length is 11 and a half. 11 and a half. And then the wideness is, I used, let me open it up. The wideness was 7. I used 7. But then I had to fold here since I'll be sewing on top. After folding it, I'll be left with 6 and a half. 6 and a half. So I folded in quarter on both sides. It was 7. I folded in quarter on both sides since I'll be sewing on top. So I'm left with 6 and a half. And also here I folded it. You can see what I did. I hope you can see it clearly. So this is what I did. So I'll go ahead and place it. And then for this one too, this is the tie that will be here. So what I did was that I measured 5 and folded it. I measured 5, folded it, then now cut here. I'm going to show you how I was able to do that. So let me show you how I did it. I just hope you understand. Just for those that may not understand, what I did was just to measure, you know, I took my length. Let's say example, okay, this is the length I want to use. For example, I cut it. This is the length. Okay, the length is whatever length you want to use. So this length is 11.5. I'm going to make use of it. Then I measured 5 inch for the wideness. 5. It's here. So I'll just cut straight. But make sure when cutting on your fabric that it's actually straight. If you know your hand is not yet straight, you can go ahead, use a ruler. So this was what I measured out. Then the next thing I did was to fold. Then I took note of the okay, this is, you know, I'll be left with 2.5. So what I did was I just went ahead to measure 2.5. I note, okay, let me get my pen. What I did was to note 2.5 on both sides. 2.5 on both sides. Then I note the midpoint. So I have 2.5. The midpoint will be 1 1.25. 1.25. So this is it. I now used my ruler to connect it. I hope you can see it. I now use my ruler to connect it. So let me get my, and I now went ahead to cut. So that was how I was able to get this. You can see it. To get this. So that's that. So what I'll do is I will sew here. I'll sew it, then turn it. After turning it, I'll be left with something like this. I hope you understand. I'm going to sew here, here, and then go ahead to turn it. I'll be left with something like this. I hope you understand that. So let's continue. Let me keep aside this picture. So the next thing I'll do is to fix the material. And to fix the material, you know, I'm going to you know, I left extra inch for the overlapping. That's for the button. So this way I'll be joining it, and it will get to us here. Also same thing here. It's just for you to take note of where your overlapping will start from. So that's it. And I'll use a pin to hold them. And for this one, you see the way I did it. I folded a little bit, just 1/4 inch on both sides, and then under, because I'm going to sew on them. So I'll go ahead and use my pin to pin it. Turn it over and then trim here. Trim here. You can see the way this one is. I've trimmed it. So I'll also go ahead and do same for this one. So after that, I'll sew here. I'll sew it. So that's what I'll do. I'll sew it. I'll do same for both sides. I'll do same for both sides. I hope you can see it properly. So let me go to the sewing machine and sew it. I also do the same for this one. So as you can see, I finished sewing it. And then I went ahead to fix the pockets. But I'm going to explain how I fixed the pocket. For the pocket, what I did was to come down 20 inches from my shoulder. 20 inches from my shoulder. 20 inches from my shoulder. Okay, let me remove this one so that I'll show you how I did it. First of all, depending on how you want your pocket to be, you can decide to make it like take either 8 by 8, 8 by 7 or 8 by 6, depending on how you want it. Or you can just place your hand on the fabric and then cut out like this. You can just place your hand on the fabric and cut out. Or like I explained earlier, just cut 8 by 7, 8 by 8, so it all depends. Then you trim the edge. So the one I used was, I placed my hand on the fabric. Hope you can see it. I placed my hand on the fabric and cut out. So I got 4 of these. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of it. So then I now measured 20 inch from my shoulder. From my shoulder, 20 inch. I note it down. I marked it. Then 8 inch from the center. That's, I didn't include this overlapping. This one that I will overlap, I didn't include it. So I started here, 8 inch. So that was what I also noted down. Then what I now did next was to measure here. What I have here is 5 1/4. So I just marked 4 3/4. That's 4 3/4, and I used my chalk to mark them. I used my ruler to connect it. Sorry, to mark the straight line. You know, I stopped at 20 inch from my shoulder. Then I marked 4 1/4. 4 1/4. And so after that, what I did was just to place the fabric. Just to place the fabric like this. Just a little bit away from where I marked. Let me mark so that you see it properly. I've already done it, but I'm trying to explain for you to understand. So I just placed it a little bit away from where I marked. And I also do the same for this. So that is that. So what I did next was to use my pin to hold it. So after holding it with the pin, I opened up here. I opened up here. So take note that what I have here is 5¼ but the hole I opened is 4¾ that's 4.75 because I have to leave a 1/4 inch on both sides. When I eventually, after sewing it and putting it inside, I will be able to sew it together. So that was it, as you can see. So I went ahead to open here. I've already done that. I'm going to show you here straight, but I will leave 1/4 inch like I said earlier on both sides. So I'll start sewing from here to here and I'll stop here. I will also do the same on the other side. I'll sew from here to here. So in case when I eventually put it in, then I will hold the tooth side, then sew it round. So I've already done that for this one. Let me show you. You see, I've sewed for this part. You see, I left just a 1/4 inch on both sides. You see it. I hope you can see it. So what I'll do is I'll pull them in and turn it. You see it. I've put it in and turn it. So what I'll do is to start sewing. I'll now sew here. That 1/4 inch I left on both sides, you can see it. I hope you can see it. So I'll sew it round like this, and also stop here. So that's what I will do for this side. So let me go to the sewing machine and sew them. I hope you understand. If you have any question, please let me know on the comment section. I'll be glad to answer your question. So let me move over to the sewing machine and sew it. So you can see I'm done with the pockets. You can see I'm done with the pockets. The 2 pockets. You can see it. I'm done with it. So the next thing now is to get the back panel and then join the shoulder. This is the back panel. This is the back panel. And then I'll place the front panel to it. Take note that this is the wrong side of the fabric and this is the wrong side of the fabric for the back panel. So what you do is that the front panel should be the front panel of the front, the right side of the front panel should be facing the right side of the back panel. Make sure you arrange it properly. So what I'll do next is to sew the shoulder. I hope you can see it clearly. So I'll just arrange it properly, then go ahead and sew the shoulder. So let me go and do that on my sewing machine. I'll sew the shoulder just straight, the shoulder straight. So let me go and do that. Shoulder. I've joined the shoulder, and after joining the shoulder, I went ahead and joined the two sides, but I'm going to show you how I did that. So like I said earlier, after joining, I've joined the shoulder, I've joined. So for the two sides, what I did was that I came down by 9 inches. That's for my armhole, by 9 inches. I came down by 9 inches. I drew my horizontal line first from my shoulder to for my armhole, 9 inches. That's here. Then from my shoulder to my hip, it's 24.5, which is here. Then down. So I now took my other measurement. My bust is 36 divided by 4. It's 9. 9 divided by 9 plus 1.5 inch seam allowance is 10.5. 10.5. So I marked it 10.5. I hope you can see it. Then the hip I'm using is my hip is 40 divided by 4, it's 10. 10.1.5 inch seam allowance, it's 11.5. 11.5. So I marked it. Then for the down parts, what I marked here, that 11.5 was also the same thing I marked for the down part. I hope you can see it. Let me still shift a little bit. So I also marked 11.5, which is here. So I went ahead and connected it. I went ahead and connected it. I hope you can see it. And also connected for here. So I hope you can see the line properly. This is the correct line here. So I now sewed here. I sewed on the right side of the fabric. I sewed here. So that was also what I did for the other side. Like I said earlier, I came down by 9 inch. That's for my armhole. I came down by 9 inch. Then from my shoulder to my hip, it's 24.5, which is here. My bust, I took my bust measurement here. That's my bust is 36 divided by 4. It's 9.1.5 is, sorry, it's is allowance. 9 plus 1.5 is allowance. So it's 10.5. So which is what I marked here. 10.5. Then on my hip line, my hip is 40 divided by 4, it's 10. 10.1.5 is allowance, it's 11.5, which is what I marked here. And then I connected it. I hope you can see it properly. Just make sure that you know your line is straight. Then what I have here, my hip 40 divided by 4, 10 plus 1.5 is allowance is 11.5. So that was also what I note down at the end of the clothes, 11.5. And then I marked and then I rolled it down. I hope you can see it properly. So I sewed on the right side of the fabric. Then for the center, I also joined the center. The center, I don't want to use button throughout. You can decide to go for button, that's you just fix your button, but I didn't want to make use of button. So what I did was that I came down by I think 4.5 inch, and then I sewed it down. Instead of me using button, I sewed it down. Then for the chest, I hope you can see it. I took note of 4.5, like I said earlier, 4.5. So I sewed, starting from here, I sewed it down. Then for here, I'm going to use this. About three should be okay. 1, 2, 3. 3 or 2 should be okay. So I'm going to use this just for here. So that's that. So the next thing now is to add the tie and so the last but not the least is for us to go. The last but not the least is to fix the tie and the collar. So I will fix the tie somewhere here, and then the collar, and then I'll fix the collar, and we are done with the clothes. So let me go ahead to the sewing machine and do that.